Imagine a world where a brand new technology company, barely out of stealth mode, raises a staggering $2 billion before ever releasing its first product. This is not the plot of a futuristic movie. This is the story of Thinking Machines Lab, a startup that has Silicon Valley buzzing and global investors lining up. Founded by a team of artificial intelligence visionaries, this company is being hailed as the most exciting artificial intelligence launch since the debut of OpenAI. But how did a group of former OpenAI insiders convince the sharpest minds in the business that their vision is worth betting $2 billion on, even without a single product to show? And why does their bold approach have both investors and ethicists on the edge of their seats, watching every move? To really understand why Thinking Machines Lab is causing such a stir, let's rewind to the start of 2024. The artificial intelligence landscape was already changing at breakneck speed. ChatGPT had become a household name, and OpenAI was considered the undisputed leader in the field. But then, Mira Murati, formerly the chief technology officer at OpenAI, shocked the tech world. In February of that year, she announced that she was leaving to launch her own startup, immediately setting off a wave of speculation. She was not going solo. By her side were John Schulman, one of the original architects behind ChatGPT, and Barrett Zoff, who had led research at OpenAI and was renowned for pushing the boundaries of machine learning models. What made this move even more dramatic was that nearly two-thirds of her founding team consisted of ex-OpenAI employees, a talent migration that sent shockwaves through the industry and left competing firms scrambling to hang on to their best minds. Investors wasted no time. Within just a few months, Thinking Machines Lab secured an astonishing $2 billion in seed funding, a figure that would make even the biggest venture capitalists do a double-take. Andreessen Horowitz, a legendary name in Silicon Valley, led the round with its massive $7.2 billion artificial intelligence fund. They were joined by technology powerhouses like NVIDIA, whose chips are the backbone of modern artificial intelligence, Accel, ServiceNow, Cisco, AMD, and Jane Street, the influential hedge fund. The valuation placed on the company? An eye-popping $12 billion. All before a single product had entered the market. What, then, is the big idea that drove this extraordinary wave of investment? The answer: multimodal artificial intelligence. While most artificial intelligence systems today excel at just one thing, understanding language, for example, or recognizing images, multimodal artificial intelligence aims to combine all of these skills. It is about building systems that can engage with the world the way humans do, by seeing, hearing, conversing, and navigating the unpredictable, messy reality of daily life. As Mira Murati put it, we're building multimodal artificial intelligence that works with how you naturally interact with the world, through conversation, through sight, through the messy way we collaborate. This approach promises to move artificial intelligence from specialized tools to universal collaborators that can interpret context, emotions, and intent across many modes of communication. The ambition of Thinking Machines Lab does not stop there. Unlike many rivals who guard their technology behind closed doors, Thinking Machines Lab is betting on openness. Their first product, set to launch imminently, will include a significant open-source component. This means that researchers, startups, and even individual developers around the world could use, modify, and build on top of their technology. The collaborative potential is enormous. As an industry analyst from Forrester observed, the collaborative potential of this open-source strategy is unprecedented for artificial intelligence. By opening up their platform, Thinking Machines Lab could spark a new wave of global innovation, allowing countless new ideas and applications to blossom in fields as varied as healthcare, education, manufacturing, and entertainment. But as the hype grows, so do the questions and risks. The artificial intelligence gold rush has fueled a spectacular increase in funding for startups in the United States. In the first half of 2025, startup funding soared by 76%, reaching a jaw-dropping $162 billion. Of this, nearly two-thirds, about 64%, was directed into artificial intelligence companies, according to PitchBook data cited by Reuters. This is not just a trend. It is a tidal wave of capital. Yet, as Will Knight from Wired cautions, the mammoth investment reflects the ultra-competitive race to build advanced artificial intelligence systems, as well as the premium placed on top artificial intelligence talent. The sheer scale of these bets is creating new pressures and raising the stakes for everyone involved. And lurking beneath the surface are thorny questions about safety, ethics, and responsibility. Can a $12 billion moonshot deliver on promises of safer, more reliable artificial intelligence when so much money and talent are at stake? Will an open-source approach solve or worsen the persistent issues of bias, misuse, and ethical lapses that have haunted artificial intelligence for years? An artificial intelligence ethics expert from the Center for Artificial Intelligence Safety put it bluntly: "Addressing algorithmic bias and transparency is critical. Otherwise, we risk repeating the mistakes of the past, only at a far greater scale." The concern is real. Artificial intelligence systems are already being used in everything from hiring decisions to criminal sentencing, and unchecked errors or biases could have life-changing consequences for millions. As Thinking Machines Lab prepares to unveil its first product, the world is holding its breath. Will this ambitious team redefine the rules of artificial intelligence? Or will the intense pressures of competition and the complexity of ethical dilemmas prove too much to handle? The next chapter of this story could reshape not just the future of one company, but the entire trajectory of artificial intelligence for years to come. Let's dig deeper into what makes multimodal artificial intelligence so revolutionary. Until now, artificial intelligence applications have been largely siloed. Language models like ChatGPT can write essays and answer questions, but they cannot interpret images or audio natively. Computer vision models can recognize objects, but cannot carry on a conversation. Multimodal artificial intelligence changes this by integrating all these capabilities into a single, fluid system. Imagine a doctor using a multimodal artificial intelligence assistant that can read medical scans, interpret patient histories, transcribe conversations, and even spot subtle emotional cues in a patient's voice. Or consider a teacher using an artificial intelligence tutor that can read students' essays, assess their emotional engagement via video, and adapt its teaching style in real time. The possibilities are enormous, and so are the responsibilities. By committing to open-source principles, Thinking Machines Lab is taking a bold and somewhat risky step. Open-source software has transformed industries before. Think of how Linux revolutionized operating systems, or how the Apache web server powered the early internet. In artificial intelligence, open-source models like Stable Diffusion and Llama have already democratized access to cutting-edge technology. But artificial intelligence is different from previous technologies in its potential for both great benefit and great harm. When powerful models are freely available, they can be used to solve vital problems, or, in the wrong hands, to spread misinformation, automate scams, and even design new types of cyber attacks. This dual-use dilemma is at the heart of the open-source debate in artificial intelligence. Mira Murati and her team are acutely aware of these challenges. Thinking Machines Lab is structured as a public benefit corporation, meaning it is legally obligated to balance profit with societal good. This is a significant departure from the pure for-profit models that dominate Silicon Valley. The company's stated mission is to make artificial intelligence not just more powerful, but safer, more accessible, and more transparent. Their upcoming product is expected to include built-in tools for bias detection, transparency reporting, and real-time monitoring of artificial intelligence behavior. If successful, this could set a new standard for how open-source artificial intelligence is developed and deployed. The competitive landscape is fierce. In the same period that Thinking Machines Lab was raising its $2 billion, other artificial intelligence startups were also drawing enormous attention. Just a few weeks earlier, ex-AI, the company backed by Elon Musk, raised $5 billion in debt and another $5 billion via an equity investment, $10 billion in total, to fund its own advanced artificial intelligence projects. The race to build the next generation of artificial intelligence is not just about money. It is about attracting the best minds, acquiring the most valuable data, and setting the rules for how artificial intelligence will shape society. Industry experts agree that the stakes have never been higher. Ben Horowitz of Andreessen Horowitz commented, "What my partner Mark predicted in 2011 came true. In the past 10 years, nearly every significant business has been reimagined as a software company. Now," he argues, artificial intelligence is driving an even larger transformation, one that will touch every sector of the global economy. From financial services and logistics to healthcare and creative industries, artificial intelligence is poised to become the backbone of the world's most important systems. The question is not whether artificial intelligence will change the world, but who will have the power to shape it, and how that power will be used. Let's consider the practical consequences for everyday people. If Thinking Machines Lab succeeds in its vision, we could see a wave of artificial intelligence tools that are not just smarter, but far more accessible. Imagine a small business owner who can deploy a customized artificial intelligence assistant without ever writing a line of code, or a nonprofit organization using artificial intelligence to analyze social trends and allocate resources more effectively. Hospitals could use artificial intelligence to diagnose rare diseases in seconds. Researchers could accelerate scientific discovery by automating tedious data analyses, and educators could reach students in new, personalized ways. The ripple effects could lift productivity, improve lives, and open up opportunities that were previously unthinkable. But the risks are just as real. With so much code and capability out in the open, what happens if bad actors misuse these powerful tools? Biases embedded deep inside artificial intelligence models could slip through the cracks, perpetuating or even amplifying social inequalities. Automated systems could make high-stakes decisions with little oversight or accountability, and the spread of deepfakes and synthetic media could further erode trust in information. If Thinking Machines Lab's open-source gamble backfires, it could trigger a backlash against the entire movement to democratize artificial intelligence, potentially leading to stricter regulations, closed ecosystems, or even a chilling effect on innovation. The ethical dilemmas are complex and unavoidable. As an expert from the Center for Artificial Intelligence Safety warned, ethics cannot be an afterthought. It must be the foundation. This means prioritizing transparency, explainability, and accountability at every stage of development. It means building tools that help users understand how artificial intelligence models make decisions, flagging potential risks, and creating processes for redress when things go wrong. It also means fostering a culture of collaboration between developers, regulators, and civil society to ensure that artificial intelligence serves the public good. For viewers like you, these developments are more than just headlines or abstract debates. The future of artificial intelligence will shape how you work, learn, and interact with the world. Whether you are an entrepreneur looking for the next big opportunity, a developer eager to build with the latest tools, or simply someone curious about technology's impact, understanding these shifts puts you ahead of the curve. By following the artificial intelligence space, you can spot emerging trends, such as new job categories, investment opportunities, or tools that could give your business or career a significant boost. There is a clear lesson here. In an age when technology is evolving faster than ever before, paying attention to who is building it and how can make all the difference. Ask questions about how artificial intelligence systems are trained. Read community forums and research papers. Participate in public discussions about ethics and safety. This is your chance to help shape the direction of one of the most powerful and consequential technologies humanity has ever created. So does Thinking Machines Lab have what it takes to deliver safer, more reliable artificial intelligence at scale? The answer, for now, is cautiously optimistic. Their top-tier team, massive funding, and commitment to openness provide a real opportunity to set new standards for responsible artificial intelligence. But the journey is just beginning. The pressure of fierce competition, rapid technological advancement, and unresolved ethical challenges means that no single company, not even one with a $12 billion valuation, can guarantee a future free from risk. However, by setting a strong example, Thinking Machines Lab could make it easier for everyone to build artificial intelligence that truly benefits society. Looking ahead, there are several possible scenarios for how this story might unfold. If Thinking Machines Lab's open-source approach works as intended, we could see a flourishing ecosystem of researchers, startups, and even hobbyists building on their platform. New applications could emerge in fields as diverse as environmental monitoring, personalized medicine, and creative arts. Open-source artificial intelligence models might become the backbone of public sector projects, helping governments respond to pandemics, manage resources, or detect fraud. By 2027, some analysts believe Thinking Machines Lab could capture a substantial share of the multimodal artificial intelligence market, not just through proprietary products, but by licensing their technology to others and enabling customized solutions for clients across the globe. On the other hand, the risks of open-source artificial intelligence are not hypothetical. They are real and urgent. A model that is too open or insufficiently safeguarded could be co-opted for malicious purposes. Deepfakes, misinformation campaigns, and automated hacking tools are just a few of the dangers that keep policymakers and ethicists up at night. To mitigate these risks, Thinking Machines Lab is reportedly developing advanced data curation processes, bias detection tools, and ethical frameworks as part of their core offering. According to rumors circulating among industry insiders, their upcoming launch might even include a tool capable of automatically detecting and flagging bias in real time, a first for open-source artificial intelligence. If true, this would be a game-changer, not just for technical users, but for anyone concerned about the social and ethical impact of these technologies. It is important to remember that the story of Thinking Machines Lab is also part of a larger historical pattern. In every era of technological innovation, there have been pioneers who pushed the boundaries, skeptics who warned of unintended consequences, and entire societies that had to grapple with both the benefits and the risks. When the internet was first opened to the public, few could have predicted how it would reshape economies, politics, and culture. When smartphones became ubiquitous, they brought both unprecedented convenience and new challenges around privacy and attention. Artificial intelligence, especially in its multimodal and open-source forms, promises to be just as transformative and just as fraught with complexity. So what can you do as an engaged viewer? First, stay informed. Subscribe to channels and newsletters that analyze artificial intelligence trends. Watch for announcements from key players like Thinking Machines Lab, OpenAI, ex-AI, and others. Second, get involved. Whether you are a student, an entrepreneur, or a policymaker, there are opportunities to contribute. By testing new models, participating in open-source projects, or engaging in discussions about fair and ethical artificial intelligence. Third, advocate for transparency and accountability. Support initiatives that demand clear explanations for artificial intelligence decisions, robust protections against misuse, and mechanisms for redress when things go wrong. Ultimately, the future of artificial intelligence will not be determined by any one company or technology, but by the collective choices of millions of people, developers, users, regulators, and citizens, who decide how it is used, governed, and improved. The launch of Thinking Machines Lab's first product is more than just another tech event. It is a turning point that could set the tone for years to come. Will we build systems that are open, fair, and inclusive, or will we allow the pursuit of profit and power to dictate the terms? As the countdown to launch continues, one thing is certain: the world will be watching. Whether you are excited by the possibilities or wary of the risks, your voice matters. Leave a comment with your thoughts. Share this video with someone who needs to know what is coming next. And subscribe for more deep dives into the technologies shaping our world. The future of artificial